Hello, good evening, everyone. I hope that there is no technical issues and you can all hear me well, but in case you cannot hear me, just give me a short reaction or anything. But if there is no complaints, I assume that you can hear me well and also can see my screen. Exactly. So yeah, welcome everyone to today's webinar where I'm gonna introduce our study abroad destination, Indonesia. Exactly. One moment. Yeah, exactly. Study abroad in Indonesia. And to begin with, I want to introduce myself so you know who I am and why I am hosting this webinar today. So my name is Kaye Dan Moro. You can also just call me Moro. That's how most of my friends and colleagues call me. And I started my journey as well as a student abroad in Bali. And now I'm also working for Beyond Abroad as an intern and will start a part-time job next year. Exactly. So everything that I'm gonna talk about today is also based on my own experiences as a former student abroad. And of course, later on, I also invite you to ask me any questions if you have some. And also feel free to reach out anytime via email to kayedan@asiaexchange.org. But you can also just email the company anytime and the emails will be forwarded to my account. Exactly. And the three photos you see on the right is some, actually all of them are here in Indonesia from different moments from my time abroad because I'm already 2 years now in Indonesia. Exactly. And who are we? Who or what is the company? And actually, there's a few different companies, but we are all operating under the same mother company or under the same roof. And Beyond Abroad is a global study abroad brand of Keystone. So we are part of Keystone Education Group. And also Asia Exchange is also part of this bigger roof company. So no matter if you reach out to Beyond Abroad or to Asia Exchange or any other brand, it will all operate under the same big brand. Exactly. And altogether, we form the Europe's largest study abroad organization. Every year, we get around 2,100 and even more students from more than 1,000 sending institutions, like s- 1,000 different universities send their students with our programs. And that's from more than 130 countries. And exactly, like I already said, all of these companies you see here, like Blueberry, Sonor, Asia Exchange, are operating under the roof of Keystone Education Group. What is a what is the global leader in student recruitment and higher education services? So it's more or less the biggest institution of sending students and not only students, even more to different countries on a global level. Exactly. And here you can see all of our destinations where we have partner institutions where you can apply for studying abroad. And as you can see, now it's already more or less operating on a global level. But today I'm going to talk about Indonesia. But if you are interested in any other destinations, just keep yourself updated on our website because there is webinars and different events happening quite regularly. Exactly. But as for today, it's Indonesia. And First of all, why beyond abroad? Um, so for myself, I also applied as a student abroad here in Indonesia, and I also did all the processes and all the programs with beyond abroad. And for my own part, I can also only say it was easy and smooth as it can be, going through the process, getting visa, getting a place to study. So more or less the team, the people working for Beyond Abroad, they did all my bureaucracy, all my bureaucratic work. So I only had to apply, getting my own preparation done, sending the necessary documents, of course, but all the other things I did not have to manage on my own. Everything else was managed by the team of Beyond Abroad. And if one of you guys is planning to apply, as I think you are because you're attending this webinar, um, exactly, it's the same for you. And for next year, the application process will also go through my hands in some cases. So yeah, I'm happy if next year I can be your helping hand in this application process. Exactly. Yeah, the admissions are simplified, and we can also promise, let's say for 99%, I would even say 100%, but there can also be every time can be some issues that is out of our hands, but actually we can guarantee, we can promise, or we can secure a study placement within 24 hours. So if your application documents and also your background and also your passport is not causing any issues, we can guarantee a study place for you as soon as you apply um, at our company. And we also have no limitations. You can come with all your friends, or you can also bring all your study mates. We can guarantee a study place for everyone. So don't hesitate, and also invite your friends if you are interested in going abroad with your friends, colleagues, study mates, whatever. And we also have pretty um, discounted, or let's say pretty cheap tuition fees with around about 2,300 euro, which is 3,800 US dollars. We can guarantee um, very, very discounted, very um, yeah, tuition fees, what is also very special and is not available in many cases. But we can guarantee this discounted tuition fees of only 2,300 euros on average per semester. And we also have very strong agreements and long-time partnership with our universities. So we can also extend our application deadlines. So you can also still apply for studying abroad very, very, very last minute. So yeah, we have a very flexible arrangements with our partner institutions. So yeah, don't hesitate if you think that you're already late for getting the processes done. Just um, send us an email or a short message, and there is many options that we have late application deadlines. And furthermore, our classes, our courses, even though it's in Indonesia or any other country, we have English courses in 70 different study fields. So, of course, it's a benefit learning the local language, but as for studying, it's not necessary, or you don't have to hand in a study test or a study or a language certificate. And our semesters are also full, so you don't lose any credits just by studying abroad. Even more, you can gain up to 36 ECTS points per semester, what is even more than a regular semester in Europe. So you don't lose any or you don't slow down your study pace. You can just um, continue studying as if you are studying in your home university. Um, and exactly, we have strong local presence, strong um, local contacts, strong local agreements, and also long time study abroad expertise. As many of our team, many people in our team started by studying abroad and then joined beyond abroad. Exactly. So, what programs do we offer? The most famous version is the semester abroad, 1 or 2 semesters going abroad, studying in a university um, outside of your home country. And we already took in 10,250 plus students from 125 countries in our time operating um, as this business. Then we also have gap year programs, what is also very interesting because you don't have to be enrolled in a home institution. You can just gain experience. You can join one of our programs also for 1 or 2 semesters. If you are not even studying in your home country, you can use it as a gap year or as gaining experience abroad. So, or also if you want to orientate yourself or if you want to take a break from something, you can always apply for one of our gap year programs. And no need to be an active student, an active enrolled student. Then we even have full degree programs where you can uh, complete a full bachelor's or master degree. And we also have faculty-led programs. What is very interesting if groups or if whole study courses want to join or going abroad, because then we can build a whole program just for one particular group. So this is very interesting for, let's say, bigger groups or whole institutions who want to gain experience abroad. And of course, also summer schools, winter schools, and a lot more. Feel free to check out all of these programs and where they are available on our website. And yeah, don't hesitate to also just send an email or send a short message or whatever. I'm happy to guide you more. And the application process is very, very simple. I can say that from my own experience. You just choose a program that suits you well or that is interesting to you. Then you apply online, what is also done very, very quickly. There is no need to hand in a lot of documents, no need to hand in a lot of information. It's just the very, very basic information and documents. And then already within a day or maximum 3 working days, we can guarantee your confirmation. We send you in a confirmation of studying abroad, and then it's time for you to get prepared, like planning your things, maybe um, like um, yeah, exactly. Just prepare your personal self for going abroad, and maybe look for a um, new person who wants to take over your room in your home country, or also checking about your passport validity and about your phone contract in your home country if you want to keep it or if you want to leave your phone operator while you are planning to go abroad. So just getting everything done for yourself. And then we will also send you a acceptance letter and your visa very soon, as we are also taking care, we are also processing your visa. You don't have to apply for it on your own. We are doing this with our local partners. Exactly. And then it's already time for arrival. Get get your things and go to the airport and take a flight. In this case, most likely to Indonesia next year or in future. And then I'm already coming to the introduction of our first destination in Asia, in Bali. Exactly. Bali is a whole island, um, but also has a few partner universities. Here you can see some inspiration, some photos of Bali vibes. Like it's a tropical island. There is rice fields, there is sea, there is pools, there is temples, there is beaches. Exactly. So Bali is very vibrant and a very, very I would say almost magical destination as it has is very unique and own culture and vibe. And furthermore, Bali is also a center of education in Indonesia and also beyond. So also many local students, but also many international students come to Bali for learning and studying in many different fields. So how is living in Bali? There is villas, there's also guest houses, um, which both have their benefits, depending on the budget, depending on if you want to live with friends. But both, if you get a room in a villa, of course, if you get a whole villa, it will cost quite a lot. Um, if you um, compare it to other options in Bali, but compared to Europe, compared to US, compared to many other Western countries, of course, even getting a villa is still quite cheap compared to Europe. But as for my own, I live in a guest house. I have my room, I have air condition, I have a shared kitchen. And as for my part, I'm happy there and I pay around 150 euros per month, already included water and electricity, already included cleaning service. So compared to Europe, this is very, very affordable still for me. Also, transportation is very affordable. I have my monthly rented scooter and I pay 30 euros per month for the scooter, and I have don't have to pay for repairing if there is any issues. Everything is done by the scooter rental service. So yeah, it's as cheap as it can be for transportation as well. And there's also plenty of online taxi services like Gojek, Grab. There's several brands who offer online transportation service, what is also very, very affordable compared to a Europe level. And food, of course, depending on the budget, depending on the cuisine you want to get. If you want to eat Western dishes, of course, it's more expensive, but still more affordable compared to Europe, as you can already get a full, let's say, Western style um, dinner or lunch or whatever for, let's say, 6 euros. But if you want to go local, if you want to eat local food, you already start at, let's say, 50 euro cents to 1 euro. It's a full meal on if you want to get the local meals. And I mostly eat local meals and I never have any belly issues or something. It's amazing and delicious food. And the internet is also very, very accessible in Indonesia. So there is many places or also many public places who offer free Wi-Fi. And for the mobile data, it's also very, very affordable. So you get a lot of monthly gigabyte for less amount of money. So I would say this monthly student um, like with 700 euros, it's already, if you want to live a very, very comfortable or let's almost say a higher lifestyle. You can also get through with 300 euros a month, including everything. So yeah, this 700 euros is already for a very quite comfortable or let's say almost luxury lifestyle here in Bali. Mm. So, like I already said, it's a tropical climate. Yearly temperatures are around 30 degrees or also more, sometimes also less. There's a wet and a dry season. Right now, we are in the dry season. Um, what is what started in, let's say, around October and is finishing again in around April, but things always come unexpected. So there can also be rain in the dry season. There are many, many sunny days in the wet season, as it's maybe only raining for 30 minutes or let's say maximum an hour, and then the sky is clearing up again and the sun is coming out again. And in the north of Bali, it's a mountainous, volcanic area, um, with elevations up to 3,000 meters. And then in the south and the west, you have sandy beaches, white beaches, black beaches, surfing spots. You got calm water, you got blue water, like very, very picturesque tropical white beaches with blue or turquoise water. And then in the middle end, there's jungle, waterfalls, rice terraces, as Bali is very famous for its rice terraces. And yeah, the capital is the vibrant city of Denpasar, what is like a very, very classic Southeast Asian vibrant big city, but still it's compared to other Southeast Asian cities still quite small and not that huge. And then our partner universities in Bali, we got Varamadeva University, what is a private university and belongs to the top 5% in the national university ranking. So they have quite a high standard of education with several study fields: business, marketing, tourism, HR, entrepreneurship, politics. So also language, culture, environmental sustainability. So mostly for anyone, they offer good programs with semester dates. Um, Also starting in autumn, starting in winter, in February, we have short-term programs like summer school, winter school, and also late application deadlines. So if you want to study in the winter semester, you can still apply until end of July, until the very last day of July. And yeah, this is for all of our programs. You get a very, very late application deadline, and the tuition fees is also cheap. We offer 36 ECTS credits. We have bachelor's and master's courses in Varmateva University. Exactly. And I need to get a little bit faster, but yeah, here you see Balinese culture, business, economics program, for example, 1 or 2 semesters. Also for gap year students, for people who are not enrolled in a university, you get the deep dive into Indonesian and Balinese culture, also by doing field trips that are already included in the programs, by meeting the local campus life, and of course also learning about business or economics on a high level. Exactly. And then we have a academy program. This is what I did. It's a actually very, let's say, progressive program, as you are not um, mostly you are not in the classroom when taking the Varmadewa Academy program. Mostly you are outside of the classroom. Let's say 70%, roundabout, you are gonna be outside of the campus and visiting local institutions or also international companies that are operating here in Bali and Indonesia. So most of the courses will be taught outside of the classroom. So you have a chance of traveling around, connecting, networking with business people, with high business people here in Bali, and also exploring the island, of course, because every week, more or less, you're gonna be in a different location for the classes. And here we have different specializations that are also changing slightly every semester. So we have Bali Green Academy, we have Influencer Academy, Business Academy, and Nomad Academy that all focus on some different paths. So, but please contact us if or what program will be available, because it's always depending on the students who are applying, um, changing slightly each semester. But please feel free to contact me anytime if you got any interest in joining one of these academies. Exactly. And then the summer school, winter school, what is a short-term program, you can enjoy an unforgettable summer or winter in a tropical paradise island, let's call it, in Bali, and also gaining credits for your courses. Exactly. And then we have the Udayana University, what is the biggest university in Bali. It's top 10 of best universities worldwide. And it's a public university. Varmadewa is a private university. So the vibes, the feeling of the program are slightly different, but both offer a very high quality education for international students. Also, very late deadlines, even after 31st of July until August 8th, you can decide if you want to study abroad in Bali for the following semester. So it's like 1 month, not even 1 month before the program is starting, you can still apply a few weeks before the program is starting. Also, here we have various study fields. Tuition fee, credit points are the same. At Udayana, we only offer bachelor's level courses. Um, and exactly the campus of Udayana, the main campus, is located in the very south of Bali, while the Varamadewa campus is located in the center of the capital city. So, yeah, depending on what university, it's recommendable to live at different locations. And yeah, also depending if you prefer outside of the city or in the very center of the city. Yeah. And then we also have Undignas, what is also a private university and is even ranked the best private university in Bali. It's a very, very modern university, and also compared to the other two universities, quite small, and also offers various study fields. Same tuition fees, also maximum of 30 ECDS, which is slightly less, but still offers a full semester, full study credits per semester. And this one also has, beside bachelor's, also master's degrees. Application deadline a little bit different, but also very expendable, very late. And yeah, for the semester dates, please just always check the um, up-to-date dates on our website. And now one of our quite new destinations, what is Jakarta, Indonesia, the capital of Indonesia, and the second compared on different counting methods, but let's say it's the second biggest metropolitan area in the world, with housing over 30 million people in its metropolitan area. Jakarta is very, very vibrant, very um, different. It offers, like you see, skylines. It offers also cultural life. It offers more village um, parts. So Jakarta has offerings for everyone and anyone. Jakarta is probably the most diverse place I ever have visited, and I love visiting Jakarta again and again. It's never getting boring. Jakarta offers new things, opens new perspectives every day. Also, the business in Indonesia and also outside worldwide is happening in Jakarta. So Jakarta is just a vibrant, huge metropolitan area and a thriving hub for innovation and economic growth. So international companies thinking about any global operating company, they always also have an office or a headquarter or a sub branch in Jakarta. Also, let's say music industry, film industry, creative industry, it's mostly happening in Jakarta. Yeah, so life in Jakarta, it's cheap, let's say comparable to Bali. Some things are more expensive, some things are more affordable. It's yeah, but more or less it's kind of comparable to Bali in terms of monthly expenses. Also, a lot of free Wi-Fi, affordable mobile data, of course. And yeah, also around about 700 euros if you want to live a very, very stable, high, let's say high standard of student life. Our partner university in Jakarta is Atma Jaya Catholic University of Indonesia, also a private university, top three, even top three of the private universities in Indonesia. And I can say there's many, many private universities. So top three is a very, very high ranking. The tuition fee is even a bit slightly cheaper than in Bali. Maximal ACDS points still to be announced as it's a very new partner of us, but we can also um, promise that you get a full semester abroad with minimum of 30 ECDS, only bachelor's courses. And even though it's a Catholic university, it's open for anyone and everyone, no matter if you are having a religion or not. They are open for everyone, exactly. Only the um, background of this university is Catholic, and as well offers quite many study fields. And then I want to announce, last but not least, our newest destination, which is not officially launched yet, but will be very soon, as we already signed our contract with the university, and we are very happy and looking forward to also welcome international students very, very soon in Bandung. Bandung is a city quite near to Jakarta, but very, very different to Jakarta. So I could not say which one I prefer. Bandung and Jakarta both um, have very a very nice way of student life. So Bandung, especially for Europeans, for people from the northern hemisphere, Bandung is very, very comfortable to live as it's located on a quite high elevation, nestled in between mountain ranges, and the climate compared to other places in Indonesia is very, very chill and very comfortable for me as a European person. And please don't hesitate to scan the QR code right now if you are interested in joining the waiting list. And even you can receive a 200 euro scholarship. What is meant, you get 200 euro less of the tuition fee, so it will be even more affordable if you are interested in going to Bandung. Exactly. And um, there's a new high-speed train operating between Bandung and Jakarta, so now you can travel between the two cities in only 30 minutes. So no matter if you live in Bandung or Jakarta, you can always explore um, other places, and traveling between places in Indonesia is very, very easy, very affordable. If it's by air, by water, by rail, by car, there is cheap and fast and comfortable options. If you also want to go from Bali to Bandung, from Bandung to Jakarta, from Jakarta to Bali, no matter where you want to go in Indonesia, it's fast and affordable and comfortable and safe. Exactly. And the institute, the university that we welcome in our network, in our destination, is Institut Teknologi Bandung, in short, ITB. It's rated the very, very best university in Indonesia. So every year when the rankings are published, it's always in the top three of Indonesia, not if not even the number one. Also, Institut Teknologi Bandung offers um, also, even if the name is technology, but it also offers courses in any field that you can imagine. And actually, beside technology, Institut Teknologi Bandung is also very, very famous for art and design. So for people who are interested in a artsy lifestyle, in design lifestyle, Bandung, I would say, is the place to be. As also the city vibe is very, very creative, very young, very young crowd, and yeah, just a very, very cool place to spend study abroad. Exactly. The student visa processing um, is not on you, it's on us. The host university um, is handling all the processes. You only have to pay, and the visa approval will be sent via email. And you don't even have to leave your room for doing that. You don't even have to go to the embassy or anywhere else. Everything can be done via email. And then when you get your visa, it will be valid for 60 days, what is 2 months, and you can extend it for your whole stay. Exactly. And the extension will also be guided by the visa agency or by us or by the university. So yeah, thank you very much for joining my webinar. What I had to do quite fast as I wanted to show you quite many slides, but I hope that it was understandable and now you leave the meeting less confused than you entered it. And again, feel free to contact us, to reach out to us on any of our media, of our social media, of our website. So yeah, you can basically text me or us on any of these channels. And yeah, thank you very much. And if there's any questions, I can still stay in the room for a bit and yeah, answer your questions. So I see there is one chat. Oh yeah, can you please upload the PowerPoint? Yes, and the recording of this webinar will also be uploaded to our website, so you can also rewatch it later anytime. Um, I don't know, maybe in 1 week. Just check our website again in a week, and you can rewatch this webinar that I held today with audio and video. Exactly. So yeah, thank you for the question, Niklas. And yeah, hopefully welcoming you soon here in Indonesia as well, or any other country of our partner network. So yeah, I will stay present for maybe 5 more minutes. If there is coming in any questions, I will still answer. Otherwise, thank you very much for joining, and yeah, I hope you enjoyed it and have a good day or good evening or wherever you are right now. Yeah, have a good day. Thank you very much. And yeah, if you don't have questions, just leave the meeting. Oh yeah, the webpage. Of course, let me share it. This is the website. Exactly. And if you uh, have any other questions, you can also always reach out to me on my Instagram. What is the name I just sent here? Okay, still three people in the room. So yeah, I think I would close the meeting for now. And yeah, just text me anytime, or we can also arrange a call or a virtual meeting. Yeah, anytime.